This episode of The Young Turks brought to you by GoToMeeting. Online meetings made easy.
Get a free trial at GoToMeeting.com, click on the Try It Free button, and enter the promo code TURKS. The Justice Department plans on filing a lawsuit against the MacArthur Middle School in Berkeley, Illinois. And the reason why they plan on filing that lawsuit is because one of their teachers, her name is Safura Khan, wanted to take a 3-week unpaid leave so she can travel to Saudi Arabia and do something known as the Hajj, right? And this is something that Muslims have to do once in their lifetime. And it was something that she felt very strongly about. So she asked for the unpaid leave, and the school basically told her, no, you can't do it. And she said, well, if I can't do it, then I'm going to have to quit. She quit, she did what she wanted to do, and then now she is claiming discrimination, saying that the school discriminated against her because she's Muslim. Now, this case is really interesting because, of course, freedom of religion is very important. However, the school argues that they needed her, especially in the specific period of time in December, when students were taking exams and, basically wrapping up that semester. And another really important aspect of the story is that the school only had one math teacher, or they claimed they only had one math teacher, which was Safura Khan. So,
yeah.
Go ahead, Cenk.
Specifically to run some labs that they needed, right? Mm-hmm. Which is interesting, math labs. But anyway, my sense of this is that I'm really stuck in the middle on this one. I think it's a really tough case. Now, if you have any religion at all that needs a break for a day or for a week because of some religious practice, everybody gets that. Everybody understands that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? And I don't care what religion it is. I don't care that I don't believe it because I don't believe any of the religions, right? That's totally immaterial. If it's a religion that says, hey, you know what? Every year I need 3 months off in the middle of the school year or in the middle of any work year, I'd say, get. I'd rough talk them and run them off because, okay, but you can't practice that religion and have this job. It just doesn't make sense, right? Now, this is 3 weeks. That's pretty significant. In the middle of the school year when they do need her, or they say they need her, and we have to take them at their word on that. But at the same time, it's only once in a lifetime, right? She only has to do the voyage once. So I have decided that I'm coming up with a new Cenk standard. Mm-hmm. For your religious practice, maximum allowed is a month at one point. And you can't do it a month every year. Once a week per year is fine. A month for once in a lifetime activity, fine. Am I not merciful?
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. This is where I stand on this specific issue, okay? First of all, the law requires an employer to basically reasonably accommodate an employee's religious beliefs and practices unless doing so would cause more than minimal burden on operations of the employer's business. So if I were working on this case, the number one thing that I would do is investigate the school to figure out whether or not they really only have one math teacher. I think that claim is super questionable and I'm skeptical on that, but I would basically do the research, I would do the investigation on the school, and I would figure out whether or not her taking this leave of absence is a significant burden, okay? If it is a significant burden, well, taking 3 weeks off during this critical time in the school year, I don't think makes a lot of sense. You can plan ahead and maybe do it next year. I think that there could be a compromise, right? But, as a teacher, you have certain responsibilities. As an employee, you have certain responsibilities. Look, I want to take 3 weeks off, and I have 3 weeks of vacation granted to me. I could take it whenever I want, right? But taking 3 weeks off basically screws with your productivity. It screws with your year. You have to be really, really strategic when you plan that time off. So you got to think about it ahead of time.
Anna, look, I look at it as an employer, right? I hear everything you're saying. As an employer, look, if you come to me and I'm going to say I'm going to take a couple of months off, Ed Reed's going to give you my answer. Hell no, right?
Right.
That's not how it's going to work out.
But you know what? If you don't allow me to take that vacation, I might hire a lawyer, and he or she might have to make you sign some documents.
That was a stretch, but I liked it. So I get it. I'm not particularly prone to it. But the thing is, it's really important for us to respect people's religious beliefs. And it's part and parcel of this country. No matter how much we might not agree, no matter how inconvenient it is, but we have to be able to accept a certain degree of inconvenience.
Right.
If you said to me, Anna, look, I got this Jim Jablowski religion that I believe in, and it's really, really important to me. I do it once in a lifetime. I really feel I need to do it this year. I'm going to take 3 weeks off. I think that really sucks, but I get it, and I would let you take the 3 weeks off. And so, I mean, that's the standard that I'm using. And think about it this way. If she got pregnant, would they give her 3 weeks off to have the kid? Of course they would. Mm-hmm. So they'd get a substitute teacher and they'd make do. So it's not something that's out of left field that a school has never had to deal with a teacher being off for 3 weeks.
Right.
So I think it's I would rule in her favor, but mind you, barely.
Right. No. Look, and here's the thing about pregnancy, right? With pregnancy, you have prior warning. Another thing that I'd want to look at when it comes to this case is how much warning did she give the administrators? You know, did she tell them
No,
months?
She did. I read into that.
Okay.
I read into that, Anna. She gave them, she told them in August that she was going to take time off in December. So, you know, that's about half a year.
Then you know what? This is what I think. School is guilty, okay? If the teacher gave them if the teacher gave them warning months in advance, they had more than enough time to find a substitute. So the fact that they didn't do that they were lazy and they didn't, look into finding a replacement for her while she went to do something that's important to her religion, you guys are done, okay? You had prior warning.
Wow.
Over. No, I
felt like we swung Justice Kasparian there. That doesn't happen often on the TYT Supreme Court. But way to be open-minded. That's because we're the most open-minded show in America.
In America.
And these days, everybody's in different offices in different cities. The one way you can all get together is GoToMeeting.com. You're all online at the same time.
Right, and it's super easy. All you need is a computer, internet connection, 2 minutes, boom, you're set up.
You can share documents. A guy puts up a document in Miami, the other one sees it in San Francisco. You can, in fact, amend it. You can do sales presentations. Very convenient.
Get a free trial at GoToMeeting.com, click on the Try It Free button, and enter the promo code Turks.
Go.